secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demon, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface, still they try to drag my name in dirt. They try to bring me down, see me winning, you ain't like me then.
All right, so today we're going to be looking at making VJ Edgecombe himself. You can argue that he is the leading candidate for offensive rookie of the year. Just absolutely destroying the competition, exceeding all expectations. I don't think anybody saw this type of VJ Edgecombe coming out the gates, but really solid players. And again, as usual, when I make these players, keep in mind, I'm trying to make them as closely as possible to their actual roster stats. So it is 6'5", 205 pounds with a 6'9" wingspan. Now, if you go look at the rosters, you're going to see that his name is a ball hawking blow by slasher. We can get that name, but we're not going to reach for that because there's a couple attributes I'm going to boost. Okay, so now if you come up here and look, you'll see here that he has an 82 close shot on the game. I went 86 because I wanted to go one more up to get that float game. And then he has an 80 on the driving layup. He has an 85 driving layup on the game. I went 85. Now he has an 89 driving dunk, but I went 88 because I want to get to 93. So this is where I did a little bit of boost to his driving dunk because I just think it just makes sense. Like, you're not going to stop at 89. Why not go to 93? So use your 5 cap breakers here and get this to a 93. And then when it comes to the standing dunk, as you're going to see, I went 40 on the standing dunk to get those basic standing dunk animations. He had a 35. And then when it comes to the shooting, this is where I actually like boosted a lot. He has a 77 3 ball. I feel like right now out the gates, he's been shooting the 3 ball really well. So why not go ahead and boost this to make this also translate really well in video game form as far as in 2K26 stands. And we know how important having a 93 ball can be to get that deep bomber. So what I decided to do is boost this to an 85. You can use 5 cap breakers here to get this to a 90, okay? Again, we want to make VJ Edgecombe, but we also want to make a build that is playable and viable in the park. So this is the biggest boost you're going to see. He has a really big boost. Like, who really wants to walk around with a 2 guard with a 77 3 ball? It's not going to happen, right? So we did boost this up. Free throw, again, always, if you play a lot of rec, always try to get over an 85 on your free throw. Having an 85 on your free throw or higher basically makes it a very high chance of it going in at all times, okay? Now, on the playmaking side, believe it or not, he's actually really solid. Like, his pass accuracy in the games is 75. I went 77 to get the De'Aaron Fox. He has an 86 ball handle. I went 86 ball handle. And he has an 85 speed with ball. I went 86, obviously, to get lightning launch on gold. But for the most part, this is right in line. Now, the cool thing about it is with this is, remember, you have the max +1 and max +2 that you can utilize. And another thing to keep in mind is that since you are 6'5", and you're not 6'4", you do not get all those crazy dribble sigs that you will get if you were under there. So that's why you'll see a lot of creators and a lot of comp players, they don't really try to go high into like 90-something ball handle. It usually would see them at an 86. That's it. Because there is nothing else you can get, right? Unless another season comes out and then there's some, something that you 6'5" and up and it requires you to have a 90 ball handle. That's not happening. So what you want to do is just stop at 86, because by going higher and try to get handles for days or unpluckable and all that stuff at higher level, it really is not worth it, because at the end of the day, you don't need it, right? Just keep it a stack. You don't need it, right? The only thing that's really good is Ankle Assassin, and that activates a lot on silver as it is. All right, now defensively, we know VJ Edgecombe, that was one of his calling cards in college, and it's still one of his college calling cards in the league right now. He has a 77 perimeter defense with a 79 still. Obviously, I went from 77, I went up to an 85. I just felt like from video game standpoint, it just makes sense to have an 85 to get these silver badges, which you can then max +1 or 2 it to gold or Hall of Fame. I did stick with the 79 still to get the silver glove and interceptor. And believe it or not, he had a 70 block. So it's like, I was like, dope, that's even better, because now I'm able to go 68 to get that high flying denier, okay? Then, excuse me. On the rebounding side, he had a 54 and 47 offensive defense rebound respectfully. I just went up to 60, and from 54 to 60 to make sure we got that bronze rebound chaser. It made the sense. And then from the physicals, this is where he's really shines at, because he had an 89 speed. I just went to 86, just right there in line with the speed with ball. He has a 91 agility. I went 90. Agility is way much more important than speed, as this help with your lateral quickness and your explosions. His strength is only at 57, so I just left his strength alone, didn't touch his strength, even though I think he's stronger. I mean, maybe that will go up as time goes on, but he has no strength, and of course the 80 vert, right? Now, we already talked about takeovers. The big ones here, you poster machine or deep bomber is the ones you want to look at, or if you want to get some defensive ones, you can. But this is the VJ, in my opinion, a really, really good VJ Edgecombe build. It's going to be called a two-way inside-out slasher. Again, a lot of that is going to be is because of the high defense and the high shooting that I gave him. That changed his name from ball hawking blow by slasher. But I wanted to make a build that is very playable. And it says can't punish sagging defenders in the mid-range. We all know a 75 mid-range is more than enough to be able to cook. All right, so not going to be worried about that. And then when we come over here and take a look at these cap breakers, again, I try to make these builds just for 10, because I know a lot of y'all not gonna be able to go higher than that. But check this out. You see on the driving dunk 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can get a 98 driving dunk on this build, right? But we all know, like I said, we don't want to do that. Just try to go up and see whatever animations you want to get. You have the 80 vert. You don't need 85 unless you're trying to go legend with a 99, and you won't have a 99 driving dunk with this build. But there are some dunk packages that you might want to get out of it. So by all means, take a look and see if that's what you want. All right, but you'll use those. So 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. So you need to use 2 cap breakers here to get to 93, right? Which is really good. Then for your 3-point shot, obviously you want to go up to 90. You can use 5 cap breakers here. So that's 7 cap breakers. And then the next aspect, in my opinion, where you want to look at is going to be on the defensive side. So you can see here, you can get up to a 95 perimeter defense, okay? And again, you have the 90 agility, so you can go as high as you want here. And then also for the steal, you can get to that 85. So that's 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. So you only need to use just 2 cap breakers here to get that 85 steal, which will, again, 85 steal will give you the interceptor on gold. And then 87, 88, 89, 90. So you'll need to use 4 cap breakers here to get to 91 if you want gold glove. But what I'm basically getting to is that at 6'5", you're able to do so much, because a lot of these cap breakers have multiple points in one cap breaker. So you could, theoretically use 3 cap breakers here, okay? And then use 2 cap breakers here, and then use 5 here, and that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 cap breakers right there, and that will allow you to have a 93 driving dunk, a 93-point shot, and an 87 steal with an 85 perimeter defense. And then you can up it. Let's say if you want to get, let me see, 85, 86, 7, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. So you can use 4 cap breakers here to get to 92 if you want to get, defensive minutes on gold and challenger on gold. So again, as you can see, there is a lot that you can do. Basically, as VJ Edgecombe continues to dominate throughout the season, don't be surprised. Obviously, his attributes are going to go up on the next update. And then, who knows, by the time it's season 5 or 6, he could be a 80-something overall. So that's what's going to make this build so fun, is that it can grow with you, okay? The build can grow with you in so many different ways. But same thing for pass accuracy if you want to upgrade that too. But yeah, so y'all let me know in the comment section. Is this a W? Is this an L? Did I hit it on the head when it comes to VJ Edgecombe? And did I do his build justice? But other than that, this is your favorite old head, Uncle Dimmy. I'll be back really, really soon on the banger, man. And when I say back soon on the banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.